You're listening to Portland, Oregon's own Nameless Gamers PDX Podcast.
Headshot.
Where we sit around and talk about games while drinking the finest microbrews in the Pacific Northwest. Search for us on Facebook or reach us on Twitter at iLaggedOut. Send us an email to namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com or head over to our website, namelessgamerspdx.com. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nameless Gamers PDX Podcast.
Welcome.
Hey y'all. Where we get together every couple of weeks and talk about video games, tech, and all that good stuff.
Also, we drink beer.
We do? I think a guy, there's a guy that talks about that in the opening, I believe.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm drinking beer. It is a microbrew lager. It is by Full Sail. And it is delicious. That's all we're going to talk about the beer for now. But we're going to be drinking more of it. That's going to happen.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do.
We do a little bit of that.
That's going to be a thing. But there's some stuff that we'll talk about. You guys ever heard of Doomfist? Anybody ever heard of a Doomfist?
I've never done that. Is it cool?
It is not a move.
Cincinnati Doomfist?
It is not. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can. What is that, Scott?
I'll have to enlighten you after. That's for like the after.
That's an after show.
That's an after show.
Okay.
That's not even
behind the scenes type.
We'll put your definition of a Cincinnati Doomfist on Patreon. All right. Which brings up a good point. You can support us at www.patreon.com/ilaggedOut. We do have a Patreon. You can go there for Scott's explanation of a Cincinnati Doomfist, which I'm looking forward to hearing.
I am too.
We're also going to talk about Pokemon Go, and that it will be an interesting conversation. Splatoon 2 will be something we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Which is out for the Nintendo Switch. Destiny 2's beta. We might get in a little bit on that.
What's
the Nintendo 2DS XL.
There's probably like 5 more.
There might be,
I don't know.
I might have left a couple letters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, Nintendo,
I
get your
lost
shit
track
together.
after L. And maybe get into some games that we've been playing. I know on the last show there was some games that I'd played that I'd want to talk about. And if we have time, we'll get into that today. Follow us on Twitter at iLaggedOut. We appreciate you telling a friend. Thanks for reviewing and subscribing. Email namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com if you want to do that. I am in the studio today. I am Randy Lunsford, your host. And I'm here with Ben. Ben, how you doing?
Not bad. I'm doing not bad.
How's it going?
Doing not bad.
Yeah,
English teacher would probably just be so pissed
angry.
I got.
Doing not bad.
If you look over there, you see Mario Party 2 is jacked into the old N64 there.
Yeah.
I had some friends over last night, and I was like, was Jeff and Lucas basically.
That was going down.
And
What's that? 3
everyone
controllers
was like,
in there?
Let's play a thing. And I was like, y'all don't want to play Mario Kart? And we play a little Mario Kart, not that much. And then Mario Party 2 got thrown in there.
No GoldenEye?
Then it was like,
That's all she
no,
wrote.
GoldenEye's in there.
You got the blue and the gray cartridge. One of those is supposed to be slightly rarer than the other.
I think the blue.
The blue one is, it's not
forget which one.
GoldenEye. It's, like The World Is Not Enough or something.
It's a different
sequel.
007.
Yeah. I don't know. But, I don't know.
It was the non-rare.
Things are okay. I got the game for a little, and I enjoyed it very much. I miss
The hardcore
same
sessions.
times.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What about you, Scott? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Still, once again, living through the heat that is waving through the PDX area.
Yeah.
I guess if you're listening to this, it's supposed to be like in the hundreds or something now.
It's coming up, coming up for us.
Can't help you on that one. Just
it's gonna be
figure it out yourself.
Bathtub with ice.
Yeah,
That's if you don't have AC, bathtub with ice.
There you go.
You're welcome to come hang out in my place.
I just drink lots of beer and sit in front of the fan. I'm fine.
Yeah, that works too.
Good.
Video games.
Go get one of those
Sounds like
$4 Walmart
reasonable
plastic kiddie pools. Bag of ice, 6-pack,
Same
little bit
thing,
of water.
yeah.
Put that right in the living room, right in front of the TV, and just sit down in it.
And there you go.
I got a 3-day
there you
weekend coming up.
Yeah.
This is sounding
It's
really
the best
interesting.
$4
There
you'll
we go.
spend all
There you
summer.
go. Yeah.
No, just been plowing through, trying to finish up Ghost Recon. Getting through that, just having some good times finishing that up.
Yeah.
Looking forward to. Did play a little bit of the Destiny beta. Looks good.
Okay.
I would like to. That's probably something that'll be on the to-do list.
Yeah,
for sure.
I dabbled as well. Yeah.
And then Jessica did order, and she got in Injustice 2. We
cool.
played
Yeah,
that for a
that'll be
few
fun.
minutes. Still, that's a fun one, but
Yeah, Injustice is good.
just kind of digging around. What about you, Tony? Where have you been? What are you doing?
Oh, just the same old. A lot of work trying to beat the heat, a little bit. So haven't had much stick time myself the last couple weeks. Just been doing a lot of other stuff. So,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
nice out.
it
Yeah,
happens,
gotta pull yourself away every once in a while.
It's a different kind of stick time.
Yeah.
It is summer. Yeah, dude. You want to get out. You want to do
Yeah.
other stuff. It's
Yeah.
time.
If you got time.
Yeah,
If you got time, the money, and are willing to go stand out in the sun.
Yeah. How about you, Randy? How you doing?
I'm good. Like I said, I played some games. We'll crack the crack into those a little bit later and talk about those a little bit. But before we crack into anything else, we started something last week with a question that Scott had.
Right.
Now
So
we're gonna
Scott-
finish it.
Finish it off.
Finish
Well,
him.
Talk to me about that. What was that? What are we doing?
Well, Randy, this was kind of based off of your question earlier in the last podcast. Go back and listen to it if you haven't. It was kind of like, how do you make your avatar? I know
Right.
PlayStation doesn't really have much of an avatar. We had it. Xbox has it. More so on the 360 now than the One. But, how do you make your
Yeah, I think you
avatar?
can use your 360 avatar as your gamer pick or whatever.
your new one,
They've
yeah.
kind of
for the one,
gone
if you
away
want.
from that a little bit.
Yeah. Or even like in a video game itself, if there's no like
in-game avatar.
like abilities or attributes like changes due to like what your character might look like.
Yeah, your race.
How
or
do
your
you make
class.
it? Like if you can just make it and they give you the options, like what do you do? What do you normally do with the character?
Right.
I'm pretty sure everybody's imagining, like the 400-pound fat guy sitting behind a keyboard playing as the hot chick in bikini male,
Right.
looking at like going to the ale house and trying to pick up dwarves and stuff. But
Now can I seduce the bard? Right.
yes, you may. But remember, bards
So,
suck.
avatars. You guys were talking about Xbox Avatar a second ago. I just wanted to throw in.
Yeah.
They're revamping that whole thing and bringing
Yeah.
it back on the Xbox One.
Oh, so they are.
Oh, that-
again.
I am glad to hear that. I liked my little guy running around.
yeah. That's what
It was neat to see him in
yeah.
games. It was kind of cool.
I haven't seen like the preview or anything like that of how that all works, but I've seen some screenshots and stuff online and read a little article about it, and it looked pretty cool. It looked good. It looked really neat. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
So we polled you guys. I didn't hear anything back from any listeners. namelessgamers@gmail.com.
That's weird.
But I do poll the guys at work. We play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
We get a lot of different variety of gamer styles from the guys at work. So all but one, and there's like 8 of us, 7 or 8 of us. One guy says he just goes for like the craziest fucking thing he can make. He
enough.
was, I believe he referenced Oblivion. Or at least
Oh,
Elder
okay.
Scrolls,
Yeah.
where you can make he picked
could be
like the
the
lizard,
lizard guy,
and
yeah.
just made like the craziest, weirdest fucking
Yeah.
asshole you could make. And he didn't really give a shit what it looked like after that. But
Yeah.
from everybody else, we had like Josh and Dee and Fonz. They're like, dude, we make ourselves look like ourselves.
Yeah.
In Avatar and in the game.
Okay.
That was I would do that too. I just naturally, without thinking about it, I would kind of pick like the my height guy and go for my hair color. They're not going to have my face and my bald spot. But,
Yeah.
you know,
As close as you could
go
get
for
it.
it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, as close as you can get it to like what you actually look like. There was a few instances of like, are you going to be looking at the back of you like third person?
Yeah.
Do you not get to see? Would kind of change it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, everybody kind of picked like they look and go for like what they actually look like because they want to see themselves in the game.
Yeah.
Playing it. I'm kind of the same way. Like my 360 avatar looks like me in a freaking Outback hat. Like
Right,
zombie
right.
apocalypse stuff. Like it looks
Yeah.
like me. Rock Band, I made a character that kind of looked like me. Most other games, I pick people that look like myself.
Yeah.
Jessica did send in. She couldn't make it. She's sick. She did send me with her information. Her avatar is like her, but tall and skinny. Because who doesn't want to be taller and skinnier?
Yeah.
Her words, not mine. And then she says, like, for Dragon Age, where she made her character, or like other games like that where you get to pick, she likes to make, like a really hot chick, but give her like a really bad scar on her face, or like fuck something up.
she's, like, tough.
Yeah.
So it looks like
She got
she's
an
like,
ugly spot.
You've been to battle, you've been fighting people.
Do
Like
you ever go,
not
honey,
gonna get
why
hit.
did you do that to that avatar? And then she looks at you and goes, I just wanted to destroy something beautiful.
Only
Does she ever
once.
say that?
Only once.
That's fucking baller.
Where'd you go, psycho?
I just wanted to kill something beautiful. What about you, Tony? What do you do? What do you do? Are you like the big buxom titto biggies kind of girl?
Not usually. It depends on the type of character it
an
is.
industry term.
It's
Tony's just a dwarven hunter.
well,
as
there's
far as I
that.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Back in the
little man.
WoW days, it was the dwarf hunter, with the big old beard with the braids in it.
Sure.
Oh
Shit
yeah,
like-
hey,
you know,
I'm a big fan of the
fucking-
dwarves.
Fucking big old ponytail, shit like that. And carrying around a big old gun. That was pretty much my dwarven hunter.
Okay.
Right on.
Flaming orange hair because what's a dwarf that's not just ginger
Irish.
as fuck.
It's either ginger or gray.
Yes, exactly. Otherwise, like Xbox 360, it's just tried to make it look something like me a little bit. Short,
Yeah.
dark hair. Yeah. T-shirt and shorts. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty much like
Yeah.
what I wear all the time.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't my avatar fucking wear the same thing? So.
Yeah,
Word.
I'm not putting all that gear on. That shit's hot.
Exactly.
fucking heavy.
And then there is a little bit of me that goes, I could do all that work, but that's a lot of fucking work. I just want to play the goddamn game. There's a part of me
Not
I want
gonna
to
see
jump
it.
in the game. I want to play the game. I don't care as much what it looks like
Yeah.
as much as I want to just get in there and play. So there's
yeah.
a little bit of laziness there.
It's a little first person. Like, what does
Yeah.
it matter? I'm not going to see myself.
Exactly.
What the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
yeah. But you, Randy?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it depends on my so my Xbox avatar is like a dude that looks like me, right? Wears like a jersey or pants, whatever, brown hair,
It's a few pounds thinner, but I wasn't going to mention.
But
it.
in the games,
Uh-huh.
in like the actual games, I go for like the opposite of like the role. So like if I'm gonna be not always, but a lot of times I like to go with like when I played WoW, I went with like a warrior, but I went with like a female undead warrior. So it's like unsuspecting like type of character, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That you play an unsuspecting role.
Yeah.
That's how I just like to do it usually.
Yeah.
And then, it depends. I'm not really devoted to like any certain format of avatar. So like I can change that up at any given time, obviously. But I usually try to go for like the female, the opposite of what you would think. Cause I always play like warriors and shit. I do have a priest. And the priest is also, I think, a female. I can't remember, but like, I always try to go for like the opposite of like what you would normally assume.
Yeah.
Instead of like the big dude, that's like the warrior. It's like, okay, everybody expects that. It's like, I go the opposite way usually.
Yeah.
The small.
So it'd be like the female gnome warrior kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The lady gnomes.
Yeah.
A nomad warrior. if you
So
will.
yeah, I mean, it depends. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna make a dude, like we're talking. And it's like, oh, you just make a dude and get in the damn game so you can start playing, So it just kind of depends, but yeah. I don't know. What about you, Ben? How you handle?
I was that same way. Well, not the opposite, because I was doing like inadvertently just kind of making it like, okay, I like this. This
Look
is
at-
me.
look
This
like
is what
you.
I would wear. This
Yeah.
is the hair I would pick. This is the sword I would use. That kind of stuff,
If I could have a mullet, that's what
like-
it'd look like.
Like the first two Fables. 'Cause there's three of them, right?
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah.
like I was a dude and I tried to make
were.
him resemble somewhat myself, as close as you can. Then the third one is like, I don't know why I was stuck in that rut, and I was like, oh, I'll make it a little girl. We'll make it a girl. She's not
Just kind of break out of your rut.
yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah. Again, like along what you're saying, I'll just go the complete opposite end, and it was kind of interesting because I think you have to marry. At one point, you marry a queen, and it was like, oh, all right,
That's
cool,
weird.
Cool
to
story.
go.
They're very,
okay.
very, very loose with their morals in Fable.
Well,
I
recall.
recall.
Hey, the story's got to go on. You know, it doesn't matter if you're
Right.
male or female. Yeah,
A 3-foot chick carrying like a.
So now I
claymore.
kind of, it just depends. Like now, like I'm usually not going to be the typical thing, but if if it's third person and I can see the character, I'll probably make it a lady who's fairly pleasing to the eyes because I'm going to be staring at her for hours.
Right.
Instead of a dude. You know?
There is that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's first person shooter, I really don't give two shits. I'm not going to look at the guy. I don't have to see him. You know,
I can be running around naked as long as I have my armor on. It's fine.
Yeah. Anything else to tack on to the end of that, Scott? Or
No, I mean, like myself, like I make the same characters that I look like me.
Yeah.
I've made a few women over the years. What's that? Oh, hold on a sec. You simmer down.
That reminds me. Speaking of making one that looks like yourself, when you were younger, I believe is Rainbow Six. Is it 3 or 2?
So real early in the
Which
Rainbow
one's
Six.
now?
Like Siege. Siege
is
is the
4?
newest
I
Rainbow
think that's
Six.
4.
I'm
'Cause
not
I think
sure.
Rainbow Six 3. If you had the 360 cam or the
They take a photo of you.
you could take a photo of your face. It would take it would take a front,
Crappy
a
face
left,
picture.
and a right, and it would
Yeah.
put your face.
It'd map it to the character.
onto the character, and like it was all stretched up and wild, and
Oh,
it just
yeah.
looked like shit anyway. So then I was like, oh well, wait. So then you start making like you're yelling
Goofy.
or screaming face, like and it just looks crazy. Yeah, that was,
Give me a
if
war
more games
face.
offered that would be pretty cool.
that is funny.
Anyway, yeah.
But, yeah. Anything
Yeah,
else you wanna tack
just
on
I
there?
mean, I'll admit I've made a few women over the years. Probably not
Yeah.
many. I think the most was probably in like Rock Band. But I don't think it wasn't
yeah.
until recently that they started giving more options for women.
Yeah.
That didn't just look like some big tittied small, like Barbie.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I noticed, you noticed that in like the newer games like Fallout 4 and probably 3 too, I don't know. But like in like the Elder Scrolls games, you can make them short, you can make them tall, and you get the same options available almost with like the male as you do the female.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can kind of, cross some of the streams as far as like scars and, hair color and stuff like that. And it's gotten a lot better as far as like, as that's concerned.
Why can't I put a beard and a mohawk on a woman?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You guys feel like answering some questions?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ben, you feel like
I've got a
asking some
couple.
questions?
I've got a couple questions for you.
If I say no, I'm a liar, aren't I?
I have a few questions and a short
You don't have
list.
to answer these questions.
You guys think you want to?
Technically, I would have answered a
Let me
question.
just.
Let's do some trivia.
That's true.
Let's just make sure this
trivia.
So, yep. All right, hey, we're up and running.
All right.
So
Okay.
what's going to happen here is Ben is going to ask us some game-related questions, usually, and then
Yes.
we are going to answer them to the best of our knowledge. We have no idea what he's about to ask, and neither do you, so hang in there, and you'll probably be yelling at the podcast because you'll know an answer that we won't, but Tony is real good.
Oh man.
Give
Hold
you a
on.
5
Hold on
second
to your
delay
butts.
so you can scream at the radio or your phone right now.
All right. These are gonna be a little random.
Okay.
First encounter assault recon. Fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that game, that first person
Yeah.
shooter, the horror game?
Yeah.
Correct.
It was kind of spooky. You're running around and the girl's playing mind games with you. The little
Yes.
girl popping
Right.
up. Does anybody remember that girl's name?
Nope.
Rachel.
That was good. It's not Rachel, though. That was a good guess.
Just like,
And
They didn't use Alice, did they? Because that's
It's not Alice.
Okay. Because that's too damn common.
her name
Allison.
Her name's Alma. A-L-M-A. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah,
kinda
I don't
weird.
remember. I just
Yeah,
All right.
I only played the demo for that one, but I always
All right,
heard
for
good
this
stuff
one,
about it.
put on your Majora's Mask. All right.
Oh boy.
In game time, and let me preface this without using the Ocarina of Time. How much time does Link have to stop the moon from crashing down into the land of Termina or Termina, whatever the fuck it's called?
In game time?
In game time.
20 minutes.
3 hours.
I don't know. I guessed.
3 hours. No, sorry.
15 minutes.
No.
Till
30 minutes.
Till-
till
go.
dawn.
35 minutes.
He's got. You ready
I
for
don't
it?
know.
3 days.
3
If you don't use
The ocarina.
The ocarina, and that's in game time. Like it might. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Nope. You know what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
I had 3.
Totally
I
misunderstood
had
your
3.
question.
In game, did I not say?
taking credit for that.
I said
Yeah,
in
no,
game.
no,
You did.
I
I think there was
No,
a
yeah, you did.
misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my
No,
bad. Totally my bad.
All right,
time-
all right, all
time
right.
lapse it.
Resident Evil. Everybody's
Okay.
very familiar with Raccoon City.
Yes.
Except for Resident Evil 5. Took us somewhere else. Took us out of Raccoon City.
Ooh.
South
Where were
Africa?
you? And
South Africa?
Yeah, it was Africa.
Yeah, I'll take Africa. Does
Okay.
anybody remember the name of the village?
No, but I know it was in Africa.
Kaijuju or some weird thing.
Yeah.
All right, all
You've
right.
now pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
They're angry.
All right.
I thought you did a fine job.
Here-
That's better than I could have done.
I've got now. I'm going to ask you guys to fill out a list for me.
Okay.
There's 8 names on this list, and this list is the original 8 characters from the very first. I think it was the very first Super Smash Brothers on Nintendo 64. This is not characters that are unlocked.
Mario.
Mario is one of them.
Link.
Link is one.
Luigi? Is he on there?
Luigi is an unlockable character.
Okay.
He's not one of the originals.
Kirby?
Kirby,
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong,
Princess Peach? Was it Peach? Or no? Daisy?
Negative. I don't even have her being on in the game.
Samus, one of them?
Samus is one
Okay.
of them. So I should check these off here. You got
Pikachu.
We got 3 left.
You got Mario, Donkey Kong. What else did you say?
Was Pikachu
Samus.
one of them?
Yeah, it was Pikachu.
Samus. Somebody said Link, right?
Yes.
Pikachu
Yeah, Link.
is on the
Nice.
list.
Told you.
You said Link, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Kirby.
We have.
You
I'll
said
give you the
Kirby,
list.
yeah.
Mario, Link, Kirby, Donkey Kong, Samus, Pikachu.
Yep. Okay, you're missing 2.
There's
the
2,
last
yeah.
2.
Bowser?
No.
We got to start expanding out to some of the other games. Was Fox one of them?
He is. Star
Yeah.
Fox is one of them. Fox. Yeah.
Fox, yeah.
And then
We got
'Cause
one
I knew
more.
he was playable.
there's a
at some
Captain
point.
Falco that's on
on the unlockables.
unlockable, but yeah, there's one more.
One more.
He's in a lot of the games.
Is it
with all
Boo?
the- It's not Boo. What's that?
Shy Guy.
Oh my gosh. No. My buzzer just shit the bed.
All right.
Is it?
It's not Shy Guy.
Oh, what's the one
He's
that?
in-
Is it 2? Is it Mario 2? Is it the one that shoots?
Is it
Is
Toad?
it Birdie?
Birdo?
Oh, Birdo? No,
Birdie?
Not,
No.
not Birdo.
Toad?
Not Toad.
No Toad?
But you're on the right path there.
Okay.
Koopa Troopa.
It's not a Koopa Troopa. I think he has.
I'm just naming Mario
Maybe
Kart.
I think this character has
Characters.
a couple standalone games on handheld devices. Maybe
Okay.
one on a console. Other than that,
Wario?
He's
Yoshi?
He's in Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Yoshi. Good job.
I was like, wait, you
That was
started
good.
saying he's got a couple standalone. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Yoshi World or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Island.
Cool.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
the-
are some good ones.
The unlockables were Luigi, Captain Falcon,
Yeah, it was
Somebody
one of the
called Ness?
Star Fox guys.
and is there a?
Oh,
I don't
Ness.
even Ness and Jigglypuff. I don't even know who the
Jigglypuff is a Pokemon.
Ness
Oh,
was
okay.
one of the old regular Nintendo characters from, I don't remember what it was.
Jigglypuff was my name on the football team in high school.
Yeah,
The powder
that out
puff.
there.
I can see that. I get it.
It's,
It's cool.
Big,
Don't fuck with Jigglypuff.
there's a big,
Yeah.
big name there. All kinds of scouting going on. Real good. Yeah. Okay. So that was trivia with Ben.
That's thanks for playing.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Hopefully, you didn't yell at your. Hey, we did get all the names. It just took us a little bit.
Hopefully
you
you
didn't
didn't.
get there.
Smash your phone on the wall.
Don't do that. Don't smash.
Yeah, please
your phone
don't do
on the
that.
wall.
We don't idiots.
But if you do have trivia questions for us,
Oh, please submit them via
yeah,
Twitter.
hit me up on Twitter at @ilaggedOut. We'll get them there, or you can just email them directly to us, which is great. Nameless Gamers PDX @gmail.com. And we'll be right back after this message. So be here when that's over. This episode of Nameless Gamers PDX Podcast is brought to you in part by Casper. I don't know about you, but I value a good night's sleep. If you're looking for a sleep cheat code, we recommend Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the price. They're a new hybrid mattress that combines premium latex foam with memory foam, so they're extra comfortable. They also have a risk-free trial and return policy. Try sleeping on a Casper for 100 days with free delivery and painless returns. You can get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/friends/ngpdx. What are you waiting for? Go to casper.com/friends/ngpdx and get your $50 and get started today. Thanks, Casper.
Word.
Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Rock and roll, hoochie coo.
Hey, everybody.
Loudy
Welcome back to
mama.
Nameless Gamers PDX.
My fuse.
This is the Nameless Gamers PDX
Rock band station.
rock band station where you will hear all the classic hits from the 70s and the 2000s.
To now.
Super
And none of us
swinging
singing
hit.
the same song.
None of us singing. Nope. Everybody on a different fucking page, just like the normal show.
Ready to go.
So it's working out great.
Train bound for nowhere.
Yeah. Are you?
Yes, he's going for it.
Do it. Just do
What?
it. No. Put it out there for the world, for God's sakes. So that's Casper mattresses. They're great.
You can own Scott Kelly Sings the Hits for $19.95.
Yeah, it's like a Engelbert Humperdinck
whoa,
all
whoa.
over again.
She's a lady.
It's pretty damn good. I think we have found your niche.
I'm a
Sir.
crooner, baby.
Was that Tom Jones? Is that what that
a
was?
little bit Tom Jones in there.
Yeah. So the Dazed and Confused soundtrack. We're gonna do it all right here, a cappella, baby.
She's got all you'd ever want. She's the one you like to flaunt.
She's a lady.
Sorry, dude.
I mean,
we're doing
don't
a thing.
stop.
We're doing a thing.
You guys are doing it. Just do it.
I was filling it in. I thought you were gonna go with. I'm just filling in the.
That hurt my brain. I
lady.
couldn't because I don't know the lyrics to that song.
I don't know
was
the
really
lyrics to
digging
that
deep
song.
right there to try and jump in with you. It just took me a.
I thought you guys were looking
few
at me like I
seconds.
sang the wrong thing. Foxy lady.
What? It sounded good.
So
So that's good news.
That was a thing.
Speaking of news, Tony,
Yes.
do we have any other news we should talk about regarding video games and not the soundtrack of Dazed and Confused?
Yes. So as of today, as we discussed last episode, the Nintendo 2DS XL is out.
Nintendo 2DS XL.
XL, yeah. So it's basically the
XSL?
2DS. Sure.
SXL.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
So basically,
that's right.
it's got the bigger screen from the 2DS, but it's like smaller than a 3DS XL. It's the goofiness that is
Okay.
Nintendo. They made it backwards compatible with some things, but not other things.
I think my wife has a 3DS,
Okay.
so it's smaller than that.
So there was a 3DS and then a 3DS XL, from my understanding.
Oh, okay.
And then, so it's like bigger than the
don't know
3DS,
the
but
XL.
smaller than the XL.
Okay.
It's Nintendo's weird thing of like,
Nintendo's pretty much owned the handheld
Yeah,
market
they do.
forever.
They really
They
do.
can like it seems like
Other than, like,
if they're
mobile
kicking out a new
gaming.
something, it's for a good reason.
Yeah.
I'm sure people want it.
yeah, it's
Like, how
speaking
pissed
of-
would you be if that screen was bigger than your 3D XL if the 2D XL was bigger? I'd be
Yeah.
fucking pissed.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't-
you just
yeah,
made
what
that
is
shit
that?
bigger than mine.
be. I don't
What is
I'm
that?
a
What is
3.
that?
I'm
What
in
is
a
that
3.
reference? The 3DS.
It's like 2.5.
and the
It's
2DS.
It's basically the
DL.
which series of games you can play on it is.
So
Okay.
no, so
Or
the
what?
2D
It's a dual
XL
screen, and one of
Yeah.
them
is a dual screen,
right?
Yeah.
non 3D
non 3D. yeah.
Oh, okay.
version.
Okay.
It still plays the same games, not in 3D.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All
Which
right.
is like more appealing to say like me, where I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
I
I don't
don't- yeah,
want
the
the 3D. I don't need it. I'm not
yeah.
going to play games in 3D and
Uh-huh.
have seizures.
Exactly. No,
or,
thank you.
Or any of that business. I would just rather play them in a handheld. It's like a fancy Game Boy. That's what I would want, and that appeals to me. If you haven't gotten in on the 3DS rage,
With 2DS, 3DS.
this is a good spot to jump in because it's actually a little less money.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the benefit of that whole thing. If
I will say
it's a fucking goofy thing that they did.
It's kind of fun. I played.
It's-
I can't remember what happened. I was
I don't
playing.
know.
Yeah.
It's goofy.
It was one of the Professor Layton games.
Yeah.
And it totally sucked me in. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, hold on, I got to finish this.
Hey, sometimes
It
you
took
find
me
those games, man.
probably 2 months because I can only,
Yeah.
You play it
even if I got it for an hour, game progress was probably only 10 minutes of game progress because I fuck
Right.
up a puzzle, I got to start it all over.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, you might do a puzzle 2 or 3 times before
Yeah.
you get it right.
Yeah, before
So
you realize.
they have the 2D or the
2DS.
Nintendo 2DS. They have the 3DS
And the
now-
3DS XL.
Yeah, now they have this, which is a 2D version of the 3DS XL.
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like, hey, we just put out a Switch. What are you doing? Like, I don't know why they did that, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
they,
that is.
I feel like maybe they just thought there was something missing in that market of handhelds, and like they were like, let's put this out, and they have a lot of money. I don't know.
The Switch is handheld. Well,
It's weird.
I guess it's not quite as. It's not as.
It's not as
mobile.
portable, yeah.
It's not as mobile. Yeah.
It's not, and it plays
I'll
different
give you that.
software.
Yeah.
So like I get it, but it's like it's a weird thing to do now. It seems like a weird move to do now, but
Yeah.
I don't know. They did
Yeah.
it, so
Okay.
whatever.
That's
It's there.
cool.
It's there if you want it.
Going on with some more Nintendo. We have Splatoon 2 released this week for the Switch. Splatoon
Seems
is
like
like
Splatoon hadn't even been out that long.
it came out in 2015, the original one for the Wii.
Oh.
The Wii U.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Splatoon
I thought it was
2.
on Switch.
No.
Oh.
Splatoon
Well, the new
2
one is.
on
okay.
Switch. Just came out. And so if you've never played it, it's basically what it is. It's you're running around with, they're like splat guns, so they're like paint guns almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can attack and kill each other and capture points and stuff like that. So it's like
Yeah.
a standard
FPS.
FPS. Or it's actually a third person shooter,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Okay.
But you also have like the main objective, like to really rack up the points, is like you paint things. So like you
Right.
paint the level. So like if people are off running around shooting, you can actually way the fuck outscore all of them by running around painting the rest of the fucking level.
Like
yeah.
whole walls.
So
and whole
it's,
walls.
it's
yeah.
something as
Okay.
simple as like I'm the purple team, you're the green team, and whoever paints this world more green than purple, it's like a gang war.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I got to tag more than you tag.
Right.
And I'll get points for that shit.
Exactly.
All right.
And it's
All
with
right.
Yeah.
paint
Yeah.
guns. And if you kill a guy,
But you can
then
keep
that
killing each other,
you
too.
Can, you can take a guy out. If you take a guy out, that eliminates him for a while. He has to respawn, come back. That takes him out of
Okay.
the
Oh, it
factor
takes him out
of
of play.
painting
Yeah.
the level, right? So
Yeah.
there are different modes, but that is like the main idea of Splatoon is like whoever paints the most color on the level, the highest percentage of paint and level,
Okay.
that team wins. That's how you.
And then you get more points by being the more you paint yourself.
Sure.
So, it's kind of like how a lot of people look at when Overwatch first came out. Everybody was playing it like it was Call of Duty or something like that, just trying to kill everybody in
Yeah.
sight.
Yeah. It's,
Not
it's
really
more
playing-
team based. Yeah.
and
You got to
where
play
it's-
your strong suit, whoever character. Anyway.
Yeah, well, and you need to play as a team. You need to follow the objectives to, you're going to score more points by trying to be objective oriented, not just running around killing people. So people who do that are actually at a
Right.
disadvantage in the long term. You
Right.
may score the most kills, you may have a great kill to death ratio, but
you may have
haven't
30
really-
kills, but you still lose the goddamn round.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, like
About
20 minutes
20
ago.
minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Maybe 30 minutes ago.
Damn.
Real good time. That one.
Cool.
So a little bit of some more kind of Nintendo related or Nintendo adjacent, as it were. Pokemon Go just had a big event.
Oh, yeah.
Launching they've added the legendary Pokemon
Right,
creatures,
right.
whatever. So there's I think it's 4 of them. They're birds, big legendary birds. But Randy was telling me earlier. How about you fill them in on the little?
I was just saying
event?
they did a live event
The
to
big-
launch
the big get-together.
legendaries in this park. I believe it was in Chicago. I'm not. You have to. Don't quote me on that. Look it up. It's on Google. But they were having all kinds of technical difficulties, and they had a lot of people there that were playing.
Upset.
And yes, they were chanting,
They're not happy.
"Fix your game, fix your game,
To who?
fix your game, fix your game," over and over again.
Chanting it like
To the Nintendo
Like an
people there.
angry
But like, so
horde.
was there was now, okay, hold on.
You gotta.
Because
At
didn't
Niantic.
we say Pokemon Go is
game.
not a Nintendo product?
Yeah, it's Niantic actually.
It's Niantic is the one that made
Yeah.
it.
Like it's licensed from Nintendo.
So
or
Nintendo,
whatever, right?
it's owned by two companies.
Okay.
The Pokemon Company and Nintendo. They're each equal partners.
Okay.
But the Nintendo the Pokemon Company controls like the licensing for it.
okay.
So like they licensed it to Niantic. They made Pokemon Go and made a bunch of money for it.
Hey, look,
Oh, okay.
some mistakes were made at this damn rally.
But so at this rally, at
or-
this
or
live
whatever
event,
you wanna call
is
it.
there Niantic people?
Yeah.
Is there a Niantic guy?
Yeah, I mean,
programmers there.
I read a little bit
I don't
about
know
it.
about
It sounded
programmers.
pretty-
Plugged into
reps.
servers, like
So-
they're there with their mobile Wi-Fi hotspots, and they're trying to get shit
Yeah,
online.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is that it's a mobile game, so you're playing on something that's. If you have, name a phone provider, name a AT&T, T-Mobile,
fucking mobile.
T-Mobile,
My bell.
Verizon, yeah, whatever. You're kind of dependent on them. So if you're
Yeah.
doing like a launch
Like a
like
big
this
live
of this
event,
magnitude, and you're planning on having this many people jump on your network at any given time,
Yeah.
maybe just send them a fucking note.
yeah,
Drop them a
guys.
fucking email.
Something
There
let 'em
might
know
be like a
because-
lot of heavy users coming on.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna
Um,
get real thick on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Like, but none of this happened. So, like, I think mistakes were made. It was not a good look.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
and it's
Yeah.
bad because the game has not been. It's notoriously terrible because of things like that to begin with. So to put it under the microscope like that again for something like this,
Especially
is
on
like,
such a big, what's supposed to be a big,
yeah,
big
it's
event.
supposed to be a big joyous
Right.
occasion, and it just
All
like,
you do is
they
get
just
people
shit
together,
all
and
over
you
it.
just
It's
disappoint
like-
everybody and got them all
It's
pissed off.
literally like the worst case scenario.
I'm just imagining like an amphitheater full of like pissed off, hot, angry nerds.
I mean, that's what you're looking
And there's
at.
some poor schlub that was hired to be like the front man to this like
The talking
thing,
guy.
the talking
Yeah.
guy.
Who's ready to play
Who's
Pokemon
like,
Go?
yeah, I'm hyping you up, and then all of a sudden it's like,
That guy just got
oh
strung up and
shit,
hung.
it doesn't work.
servers right now.
Fuck yourself. Like this poor guy is just sitting there like,
and then nothing happens.
I'm never working for this company.
Yeah,
again.
people
Yeah.
were chanting rude things, and it was not.
I believe mothers were involved in it.
thing. I would assume that. Yeah, and
mothers,
Angry
possibly.
moms.
Well, I mean,
children.
Scott, you're originally from
Angry
Chicago.
mom.
You know what those kinds of crowds might say to people.
You'll get that anywhere, but I mean, Chicago lately, you'll probably get shot
Yeah.
if it was Chicago. So if the guy walked off the stage, it probably wasn't Chicago.
It probably was a,
was probably like
or it was a
New
good
York or
thing. I mean, it was a
something.
good,
Anyway,
it was
yeah.
a success if he didn't drop get
Pokemon
dropped.
Go no good, bad stuff.
No bueno. Give them a few days to get their
Yeah.
shit together, people.
All right, so moving on a little bit,
Hey.
we got as of yesterday, the 27th, being Friday for us, and a few days prior for everybody listening.
28th.
Right.
Doomfist dropped yesterday.
What's a Doomfist, Daddy?
Doomfist is the
Go
newest
ask your mother,
character
boy.
When you go to
on
Cincinnati
Overwatch.
and you pay $50, wait.
That's for later,
that's
Scott.
Cincinnati.
I'm
sorry.
pretty sure that's for
Dude,
Patreon,
you can
right?
get him. You can get him from Minnesota for like $25.
I didn't realize there was a price tag involved.
you just got to go to the right construction site, right? Get that for $20.
So Doomfist newest character for Overwatch. We played a little bit of it on the beta. What was that? About 3-4 weeks ago, guys.
I didn't play.
You were. I don't think you were here, but I
don't
think
did I play?
it was
Oh, yeah.
Randy and
Well-
I, and I think you were here.
There?
You were there for it. But we were
Okay.
just kind of
Oh,
watching
yeah,
it for about
right, yeah.
20
Yeah.
minutes or so.
And,
just kind of checked it out.
Yeah, we got some hands on. I got hands
then-
on earlier.
And you got some
With
hands
it.
on today, didn't you,
And
Randy?
yeah, I did. He fits in. It's a thing. It's not my thing. I don't think. It might grow on me. Some of
Yeah.
those characters tend to do that after a period of time, but it's just I don't know. It's not really my style of play right now. So I don't know. It's good. You really have to manage cooldowns for him. It seems like they're really
Yeah.
making you like you're limited with like your shots, so you can't.
Yeah,
shoot
like he
a
only
lot.
had.
You don't have
Or-
ammo; it has to regen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wing cut you on that.
I get
so
that.
you can't shoot a lot. And you have to
they're
regen.
trying to steer you towards
I mean, you only
more
get
of
4
a melee
shots.
combat.
There is a definitive, like, you only get 4 shots.
Yeah,
After those 4 shots,
you're
you're
recharging.
You're
or
waiting for
whatever.
cooldowns.
Yeah, but that's I think one of those.
Do we
where
know
it's-
how long the
as soon as
recharge
you pop your first
is
shot?
for that? I didn't.
well,
time it.
they come back they come back in intervals, so it's like one shot comes back, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
okay.
So they come back in stages, and if you expel the 2 when they come back, you have to it resets the clock every time. But it's like, I mean, that's okay and all. It seems like he's really just about cooldown management, and that's okay. I can play that way. It's just I'm not used to playing Overwatch that way. So
He's attack, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
attack.
he is, yeah.
He's attack. Okay,
Yeah,
so he's
and,
more of a,
he's
like
He's an
a,
assault type. Yeah.
He
you're gonna
does
run
have
up and
a
punch
and
the shit out of people.
He
with this
does,
guy.
and like it's better if there's like a crowd. He does better with like if you attack people in a certain area. Every time you kill someone, he has a passive that gives you like a personal shield when you kill.
Okay.
So if you kill more than one person, you get like a shield barrier around you, and you get stronger. As you kill things. So he can be kind of tanky in certain applications, but it's like everyone's got to be close together. It's one of those
okay.
things where it's like a diva type of.
Yeah, and then his special is that
Okay.
he drops in on you.
Yeah, basically, if it's a
AoE.
situation where you could pull off a diva ult, he's pretty effective. Where everybody's like in the same area.
Okay,
he's
like
really
the area
effective.
of effect.
Yeah, he's
Type of
really
guy.
he's really effective just
Huh.
in general because he's pretty short distance. I don't know. It's different. It's weird.
He's got the charge though to get
yeah.
into places, get
Yeah.
close quickly.
He can get in and out.
so he's
Okay.
designed to get in
Spends
close
a lot
quickly.
of time in the air.
his
Handle a crowd.
yeah, and his
Sounds like he's good for like clearing out the
like a choke point and stuff
or,
like
what do you
that.
call it? The area,
Yeah, he's a
the
dive
hill,
comp
king of the hill. If
character.
you're doing that, yeah.
To get behind or just through an enemy line.
Okay.
And just kind of shake it up back there, kind of like Winston. How he
Okay.
can
Yeah.
dive and just kind of wreak havoc in the back line, and then Genji follows him in and just cleans up shop or whatever, and it's a tracer or whatever, and it's fine. He's that type of dude.
So he just got released. He's
as of
past
yesterday.
beta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bringeth the
yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I
it
would
is
say that's
officially
really cool
Bring
that
it the
Overwatch
fist.
just continually
Yeah.
throws out new
And they're not
content
charging
and
for
characters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody that bought the game
Gets it.
Yeah,
gets it.
Yeah, you get
You're
a-
not fucking dinged for
get
DLC. That's how
yeah.
it should be done.
Blizzard is happy to give you a free
Yeah.
Doomfist.
Well, yeah, especially since it's like what $50 for the
I want
game.
mine, damn it, it's free.
One of them Cincinnati Doomfists or whatever.
Dude,
Chicago.
if Blizzard's handing it out for free, it's probably going to be a Minnesota Doomfist.
Minnesota
It's
Doom-
$20. It's just more cost effective for the nation here.
$20.
Got a world to think of. You might for that quantity, you're probably looking like $17-$16.
That
on
ain't bad.
average
Yeah.
for that quantity.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Doomfist. So that's the thing.
So last little bit of news that we've got right now that I've got off the top of my head at least is Destiny 2 beta was going on previously.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that I believe we were all around last week and played a little bit of it. Watched
Saw a little
watched
bit.
Scott clear out that
baited
first
that. Yeah.
intro mission.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
first
It was
wave.
kind of cool. I
A little
want
bit of
it.
a test
I
and
want,
learn
I want
for us.
Destiny 2. I want to
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah.
I want to play it with you assholes.
Yeah.
If you guys would ever be online at fucking 1 a.m. in the morning,
Right.
look
Yeah.
for me.
That happens for me.
I'll look out for you next. Yeah, next
Oh,
time.
problem
I'll look
now
out for
is-
you there.
I think your best bet for
Yeah.
that
We'll
might be
figure
your
it out.
brother.
We'll figure it
Tell
out.
him to pick that up.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
We'll figure it out. I like that beta. I thought it was good. There were some good spots. There were some not so good spots, but like overall, I liked it. The gunplay was still the same. I liked that because that game just feels really good. Like even like the Destiny,
It does.
like I still play Destiny 1, like because that's what you do when a new game comes out, right? You just start playing the old one. So I kind of went back to that one, and I'm like, this is just a fucking good.
It's a good.
game,
It's a
you
solid
know?
shooter.
It's a real
These are
good
these are the
game.
guys that built Halo,
Yeah.
and it's like they got their mechanic down pretty good. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah.
It's nice. It gives you stuff to go back to do in the same place. Like you can just go there and dick around and just sit there and kill dudes, or just mess around, or actually go do missions. And
Last
stuff.
week I bought that
Like, it's
Midas
always fun.
multi-tool scout rifle, and that thing is just fucking great. That is
It's
cool.
that's a badass rifle. I like.
What'd it cost? What'd you pay for it?
Oh, I don't remember what it was. It's strange coins from Xur or whatever. I just
Yeah.
bought it,
yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah.
exotic or
Inexpensive.
whatever.
The guy at the store that's like only there once a week. or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah,
Yeah, it's over there on the Fridays and Saturdays.
But man, that Midas multi-tool is fucking fantastic. That's a great rifle. It's probably one of the best rifles in the game, I think.
Yeah.
At least that I have.
That was good. Like we were watching you play that last week. That was taking out fools in like one,
Like,
two shots if you got
Yeah.
if it was the
Yeah.
bigger guys.
I
And
think
that
it was
wasn't even a well
definitely-
upgraded one. That was just a
Yeah.
It's definitely one
brand
you
new.
hold on to. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
I
getting
have
rid of that
upgraded
shit.
it since, and it's
even
hard.
it's just getting better.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is pretty
That's cool.
hard. It's
That's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody been playing anything then? Since that's our news. Ben, you
I mentioned Mario Party, and I started a new campaign on Mario 64.
Nice.
Started
0
over.
stars.
Well, I've got 8 now.
Okay.
I've been able to sit down with it twice.
Some progress. Some
Been able to
progress.
finagle the 8 stars
Yeah,
out of it.
The cool thing about the Nintendo 64 is if you get 10 minutes, it doesn't have to load. There's
Yeah.
no loading. It's just click on, ba-ding,
Yeah.
press start. Here we go. And I got some stars under my belt. So
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's something else that you've been playing too that I know of, and we'll cover that after you're done. Just remind me,
okay.
and I'll tell you about it.
That's just everything seems rude about that.
Go ahead.
Don't be rude,
Okay,
bro.
we've met Randy.
That's
What,
it. I played. The,
How about Mad Max? How's that coming? Did you get any time on that?
I did.
I know you're.
I did.
You're the crushing, the
I finished
grinding.
my map. I clicked everything there is to click on the map.
You 100%
There's no more
it.
click. No click.
The map is 100%.
Oh, okay.
The achievement for doing that is looked everywhere. It's 20 points.
Perfect.
Wait,
You still don't have it, right?
It's 20 fucking points.
that's all you get for
Oh.
it.
all you get.
That is dick.
Yeah,
Man,
Red
it's
Dead
like,
had one of those where you
man.
uncover the whole map.
That took a lot of
Yeah.
time and effort to go click every fucking thing to click. Damn it. And then now, like, all that's left is, like, to, like, destroy 5 fucking boombabaggies by sideburners or whatever. Like, use this weapon to kill 5 of these, or use
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
technique to kill 10 of these or something. And it's like,
How many points is that? Have you looked that up?
yeah, they're like, I don't know. I think they're 20. There's like 7 or 8 20-point.
So it's just like,
things
do I
left.
really
I'm
want to
like,
do it?
yeah, right. I don't know if I want it anymore. I just want to be able to pull up the map and see
Yeah.
that there isn't anything
To do.
to go do.
Yeah.
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 This is all
whatever.
mine.
So there was one other thing that you played, and that you've played, and that you've played, and I've played that I want to just throw out there, and that's the Jackbox Party Pack 3.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Which you
yes.
played.
Yes, that's right. oh
was it
shit! I
last
gotta go.
week or
I have to go
before?
buy that.
Well,
Wait,
when
by
theory,
2,
you own it,
remember.
but
My
we'll-
wife wants it.
In theory, I've
This
shared
is
it
a
with
game
you.
that your
We'll figure
wife
it
will
out.
play with you.
Is that the game
yeah.
we were playing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called
I
Jackbox.
have that game.
Oh, well then.
We have one of those, yeah?
Yeah,
There's like
yeah,
3
Yeah,
of
there are
them.
3.
There's a
the
few of
first,
them,
Is it
yeah.
second,
three? I'll have to
third.
look. I got something.
Yeah, it might be.
I thought you got some weird ass.
It's like a
I'm-
you don't. It's based off the You Don't Know Jack series.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
saw. I think there's you can buy individual games if you don't want to pay the $25 for the whole thing, or I think it was
It's like 60 bucks or something for all 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Yeah,
Oh,
There's-
that's probably the best deal, really.
Yeah,
if you're into
that's,
that.
That's I think that's where I left it. Was
Or
like,
just pick.
do I want
just
all
pick
of them or
one.
Just the,
you know,
yeah.
because one of them had like how many games were on there? Like 4 or 5, right?
4 or
There was
5,
the,
yeah.
the murder trivia
Trivia Murder Party.
murder party.
The
There was
drawing.
Murder Party.
the T-shirt.
Yeah.
The coming up with T-shirts game.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
The spying one.
Yeah, there's
quiz
bowl?
quiz balls
quiz. Yeah, I can't remember.
Where it's like
quiz
the
board.
best answer of what people
Yeah,
wrote.
I can't remember what it's called. Quiz
And then there was-
something like that.
And then there was
Isn't it
the
My
actual
Friends
trivia
Are a
one.
Actually,
Dick game.
as far as trivia goes, because I've had experience with the Trivia Pursuit for the Xbox, which came. It was
Yeah.
like, I want to say it was $70. It was more than the regular game,
Jesus.
but it came with 4 little buzzer remotes.
Okay.
So it
So you
comes-
can play 4
Oh, right,
player.
right.
Yeah, but like this Jackbox is what it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
This thing is sweet because it lets you use anybody with a cell phone.
Anybody. Yeah.
Up to 8 players.
Can
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, it's great.
And it
And who-
uses your
who's
phone.
got
and
one of those?
actually,
Yeah.
to my astonishment, it worked really well.
Yeah, it worked perfect.
It worked
And actually,
really well.
actually, it doesn't even need to be a cell phone. Technically,
Yeah,
it
you
could
can play
be
with
a laptop
tablet or a
PC.
iPad,
Yeah,
any kind of Galaxy tablet,
Any
whatever.
type of smart
anything,
device.
anything on the same Wi-Fi network, and you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Really low
worked
barrier
really
to
well.
entry, yeah.
Yeah. Was there a limit to players?
I think 8
I
players,
right?
but then you could
8 is
also
the max,
you could
yeah.
also have audience, which for certain games can actually
Okay, yeah.
kind of like almost like a ask the audience in
They
like a
did.
That's
That's a cool game.
and
Like,
you
it was a great concept, and it worked. The way they did it
nailed
was
it.
really
Yeah,
well.
it's great.
It worked. There was no issues with I can't get my answer in, or you know what I mean. Like you had plenty of time.
Yeah.
There was a timer. The timer's clearly
Generous.
visible. It's very you can't miss it. There's no you're not like what do I do? What do I do? It's,
And the instructions were
totally-
clear. I
yeah.
thought
Yeah.
pretty much.
The instructions
So
were
I have a
usually
list of
one
the
line.
games here. I'll tell you
Okay.
what it comes with. So there's Quiplash 2. So there must have been maybe in the second one. or
Quiplash.
first one.
That's
Quiplash,
yeah. Which is 3 to 8 players. There's Trivia Murder Party, which is 1 to 8 players.
which is hilariously great.
that's a great
by the
one.
way.
Yeah.
We had a great time with that one. Guespionage, which is 2 to 8 players. TKO, which is the one where you design like the T-shirts.
Yeah,
Remember that
okay.
one with the clever.
Yeah.
That one, I don't
stuff.
know. That one, it was neat. If you're an artist, if you're into it.
Well, even
I
if
don't
you're
know.
not, though, I mean, it was because you're drawing and then coming up with the
Sayings
what's
or
the
whatever,
saying,
yeah.
and then they go to somebody else.
And the last one's Faking It, and Faking It actually only goes to 6 players. It's 3 to 6 players.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
And that's the one where like
Somebody's
someone has
supposed to be lying.
Yeah, it makes you do
Yeah.
things, and someone's like not in on it.
Yeah.
but they're like trying to. They're basically like a faker. They're trying to pretend like
Yeah.
they're in on whatever it is you're doing.
So it'll
you have
tell
to
everybody,
pick who
hold
the
up the
faker
number of
is.
fingers
3.
hold
And
up 3 fingers.
If some guy holds up 4 fingers, you're like, oh, that's not. He didn't get the right.
He didn't
get
read
the
thing.
fucking memo.
Because
That's
the faker. The faker
Yeah.
gets a different memo.
He just says look around, and it's basically like look around and figure out, do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. So, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was a good, what was it, like $20, $25? Can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't much.
Yeah, it was
for all
it was
those
a
games.
cheap party game, and you could it totally works.
I mean, we stayed
That was fun.
up later than I have in my adult life playing that game that night. Which
Since
was,
having kids,
it was
yeah.
actually like 10 or 11. Don't get too excited.
Basically since having kids.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was really, really a lot of fun. But what about you, Scott? You got anything else that you aside from that you?
Aside from that, which was really fun, I've been trying to get through. I just want to finish. I don't think I'm going to try and 100% it. The Ghost Recon. It is a fun game. It's a good game. I would recommend it to people.
The
Wildlands.
Yeah.
Like I would recommend it to anybody that's looking for a game, first-person shooter style game to come out. Fits the bill. It's fun. I'm just trying to finish through it. I'm running fucking. You finally start getting the good weapons at the end of the fucking game, and it's just sometimes it's not enough to make you want to play the game
stay
again.
with it, yeah.
But you're just gonna like equip the basic new gun and just run the
Unless it's,
shit out of these fuckers.
Yeah.
And there's some. I gotta upload some videos for you guys to watch. I mean, you get pissed when fuckers that you're looking for. There's been some upgrades. Let me go back. There's been some updates that have made it boggier,
Changed a little.
that have made it worse for my experience of the stupidity of people and the game itself. The fucking guy I'm looking for walked into a train. The train is going
sounds
by.
about right.
The guy walks into the train. My mission fails. Fuck you.
Really?
Like
What?
and that could be
Is that
programmed.
like an NPC that just walks right into
Yeah, it's
the
an
train?
NPC. You're supposed to go grab him, but like this train is like going through, and he walks into the side of the train. But I mean, it's just one of those funny things you notice when you're playing video games is the stupidity and like not necessarily the programmer's fault, but it happens.
Yeah.
So getting through that. But no, Jessica got Injustice 2. I'll let her talk a little bit more about that. If you played
Next
the first
episode,
one,
yeah.
it's pretty much the same style. Better graphics. They do look really good. Kind of a weird fighting style to
This
get
is
used
the
to.
fighting, the Marvel fighting.
DC.
DC. I'm sorry.
There's
I'm
a few
sorry.
new
DC.
characters. We just got into it. We played it for maybe like an hour or so while we were getting dinner
And
ready.
if I remember correctly, didn't the original Injustice, didn't they throw like some Star Wars, like you could, was that a different
That's
game?
you're thinking Soul Calibur had Yoda and Darth Vader.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what console you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a-
But I thought Injustice did something like that too. The original one.
I'm
like
not
if you had a
sure.
PlayStation, if you got on PlayStation 3 or whatever, or 4, you got this one guy unlocked, and then you got a different.
I'm
and
not
it maybe.
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Who makes
we
that?
have the first one. I don't know
Okay.
who makes it.
Is that
Jessica,
a Team Ninja thing? Those guys make
What?
the
no.
Soul Calibur. They're like
Who knows?
I don't
Top
think
of
I'm
mind
not.
fighting.
I'm not sure
Okay.
who makes it off the top of my head.
Okay.
She owns the first one. I don't know. I can go check that, but I don't think there's any like Star Wars characters
Probably
in
not.
the game.
Yeah, yeah. I was just getting that confused with Soul Calibur. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been going through that, just waiting to get up, playing Destiny 2 beta. Definitely gets the urges to play that game.
Injustice 2 is NetherRealm Studios,
Okay.
Yeah, and then published by Warner Brothers.
which
Interactive.
essentially is. I want to throw Ed Boon's name out there, Mortal Kombat fame, with that studio.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Yep. Ed
NetherRealm
Boon.
is I believe I think it's his studio. Maybe I'm not sure. There is some Mortal Kombat love going on in that though.
Well, they are the producers or the developers for Mortal Kombat now.
Okay,
So
there you go.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why.
That makes sense.
That's why Injustice has that kind of that. I mean, other than the DC universe now having that very dark and gritty feel,
Right.
The game
Yeah,
has
it does.
has a little bit of that feel of like
It's a darker,
Mortal Kombat.
more noir version of it, but it's been fun. I've been doing all right.
Right.
What about you, Tony? You been playing anything?
Just playing some more Final Fantasy 14 with the new expansion pack.
Is it cool?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been doing a lot of, to be honest, like leveling because the way they do it, like the grinding out your trade skills, so like your mining and your farming type skills, are nowhere near as easy as something like WoW. I mean, you basically have to take on a whole new. It's like its own little job doing that. So I've been doing a lot of that to try and get it up to the level of my player, so that like when things come around, I can start making some of my own gear, not necessarily having to just go buy all of it, or being able to make stuff to sell to make money, because a lot of that gear sells well because you get a lot of people who are more casual, like I am, and don't have time to go do a bunch of farm instances a lot.
So you're talking about making attributes and skills as opposed to finishing storyline.
Yeah, well, making gear that has the attributes
That helps.
or helps
get that skill
farming. So
level.
every character can be every class in that game. And so you can be a ninja, you can be a mage, you can be a paladin, you can be a dark knight, you can be doesn't matter, you can flip and flop, but you have to level each one individually. They do the same with all your crafting skills.
And I feel like I'm sure you probably explained this to us already before, but I'm drawing a blank. This is the latest Final Fantasy, and it's like you have the option for turn-based fighting, or
No, this is no turn-based fighting.
Okay.
This is not the most recent. The most recent is actually Final Fantasy 15.
Oh,
But that's only single player. This is a MMO. But I play pretty casual. I'll log on once every few days at most anymore. I might log in the morning just to start something up real quick, because you have characters.
This is one you picked up from a Steam sale or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, but it's
Right on.
I mean it's cheap. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. It's a little more story driven than WoW and stuff like
Doesn't
that.
get any better than that, man.
Yeah.
Cheap, easy, and entertaining. Fuck.
That's kind of what we're
People
looking
stand
for.
in line
Yeah.
for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And then this isn't a game, but I out of curiosity, because we just had San Diego Comic-Con roll around last weekend.
Yeah.
Right.
They've been throwing out trailers left and right. They threw out the Justice League trailer. Looked kind of interesting. I was like, okay, this actually looks like it could be a decent DC product.
So did that
I don't
Stranger
know,
Things
man.
trailer. The Stranger Things trailer was real good.
Why don't
Okay.
if we're gonna get into
Like
trailers
that.
from Comic Con, let's take a moment and have a side podcast. We're gonna have episode 1.5
Ragnarok?
on just the trailers.
Yeah, this is not a podcast about.
So,
trailers,
anyways,
right?
saw
is
the
a
Justice
care
League
about
trailer.
flossing and
Was like, okay, well, on HBO Go they've got fucking Batman versus Superman. Watched that and was like, really just sat there. Was like,
Oh, dude.
wasn't even entertaining. Like,
Dude.
Ben
Yeah.
Affleck.
it wasn't even that. It was
I
just,
thought Christian
fault.
Bale was the worst on-screen Batman I'd ever seen, ever. Until they passed that crown to Ben Affleck. And I can't. I'm sorry.
That's too
Yeah.
bad.
I'm sorry. Michael Keaton,
Ah,
the best
dude,
Batman
hard
ever.
to get-
He
Yeah,
ruined
it's
it
all
after
Batman
that,
ever.
dude. He was
I mean,
just too good. Nobody could follow that.
Adam
I mean,
West
we've
was
got a
great.
lot of nostalgia with the
But,
Michael Keaton Batman.
Michael
though,
Keaton
too.
was a good. He was a scary. It was a cool Batman. He was a fucking legit Batman.
But you got to remember
Christian
though,
Bale
hard
was
torch to
fucking-
pass,
man.
It seemed a little off,
terrible.
but
When we were-
approachable. You know,
like when we were kids, we didn't hear a lot of this, but there was a lot of complaints about Michael Keaton potentially being Batman. Like there were a lot of people were upset by it
because he wasn't in action. Like people wanted fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or some shit. At that time, they wanted a big action name.
Yeah,
but they didn't get that. They got Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton played it fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't.
Nailed it.
But should have been Clint Eastwood.
Ooh,
Get the fuck away from that
I think
microphone.
he's too
You're
tall.
He would have been too
Clint
old.
Eastwood
He would have
is
been too
Joker.
old.
Clint Eastwood is
Turn it
Joker.
No. Turn his
I don't
Turn his
know.
microphone
Maybe.
off. Tony, turn his microphone
I
off.
think Jack Nicholson was
He is pretty good, wasn't
pretty
he?
damn
He
good
was.
Joker.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
The two of them were just
Yeah,
spot
you're right.
on.
Yeah,
They really were.
Man,
Yeah, but
now I want to go
my
watch
biggest-
Batman.
Yeah.
I guess my biggest complaint with it was like, it's just like they shoehorn in Wonder Woman. They
Yeah.
basically shoehorn that whole plot in. They shoehorn,
Yeah.
I haven't got to see the Wonder Woman movie yet, and I hear
Watch
it's
it.
really
It's
cool.
out. It's still out.
and that's
Yeah.
supposed to
I
be
hear
really
it's cool.
good.
I liked
It
Wonder
is.
Woman.
It
Yeah.
really was. It really
Which-
is.
She's cool.
Yeah.
Like Linda Carter. Yes, she's cool.
You got to watch it because the next one is supposed to be in the 80s.
Oh,
The next Wonder Woman
yeah.
movie is the 80s.
See, I
The
know
fucking
movies
hair,
are,
baby.
man.
Sorry.
Damn.
Can I talk about some video games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
Cool. I played some,
Totally lost my train of thought.
Did
there.
you?
beat some.
Did you?
What'd you beat?
Sent out some reviews. I'll just throw these out there. And these are, you can find reviews for these games on www.namelessgamerspdx.com. There's reviews on there. Oxenfree, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Thimbleweed Park. Played these games. I beat these games. And I actually really liked all of them because they're all kind of in a certain category. So they're very similar, which is why I sort of am going to bunch them up a little bit, which
Okay.
is sort of unfair, but in a way, the way that I'm going to explain it, not that unfair. It kind of makes sense. They're all very story-driven games, right?
Gotcha.
So Oxenfree is a story-driven game that is based off of like a cartoon type setting, paranormal type setting.
Okay.
All right.
And you go through and you make decision trees, relationships you build along the
Yeah.
way, determine the way that things outcome at the end. That type of game.
Okay.
What Remains of Edith Finch is different in the way of it's a story-driven game as well. Very pretty game.
Yeah.
Very
It
graphically.
looks good.
It's good. I played the Steam version, so the PC version. Oxenfree, by the way, I played on the Xbox One, which was an excellent port. It's also available on Steam, but the and probably on PS4 and I'm not sure. Look it up. What Remains of Edith Finch, though, I played the PC version. Is very good looking, and it is a roam around and discover this house. You
Yeah.
are Edith Finch, and you are discovering what's happened to your family and why they've all fled this house. So you go back to, it's like you're revisiting your family home. Every room you go into, you discover a new little like mini game based on the description of what happened or where that person is in the Finch family. So every room, like bedroom, belongs to a different
Right.
brother, sister, mother, father. And you go into these
piecing
rooms.
the story together.
Yeah, and you're piecing this whole story together that culminates at the end, which comes to like a Shyamalan type twisty, weird ass ending, which I thought was fantastic. But a beautiful game nonetheless. Really well executed. All the little extra games that you play, like during the stories and stuff, are also very different. That it's actually
Okay.
really engaging, and it keeps you kind of, in on it. Like you want to
will
keep
say
going. It
It's
makes
not getting repetitive.
Yeah,
Can
it
I
doesn't
say,
get
like,
repetitive.
I saw there's a show like on, I think it's literally the Disney Channel,
Okay.
where they have a bunch of people in a big room and they're playing video games and they talk about these video games and they're like, oh, check this game
Yeah.
out. And one kid sat down. He's like, oh, I played What Remains of Edith Finch. I can't
Yeah.
say it. And you told me about the little sister's room where the girl jumps out the window.
Oh, right,
becomes a cat,
right,
becomes an
right.
owl. Yeah.
Yep.
They touch on that and they're like, oh yeah, it's really neat. Check it out. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And then they just skip over the big cliffhanger
the
there.
big
Plot points,
and I was
yeah.
like, I didn't think Disney would want to
Yeah.
even touch that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So,
I found that amusing.
Yeah, so it's no spoilers here as far as like what's happened, but the gist of the story is that you are the remaining member of the Finch family.
Yeah.
So you're the one and only left. So you're going back and you're visiting these stories to see what happened to mom, what happened to brother or sister, and it kind of goes through
it's dark.
there. Yeah,
it's dark.
It's pretty dark. But it's just real. Like I said, the games, like the little mini games that they include in these stories, are really engaging. It makes you want to go to the next room. You're like, that was really fucking cool. What the hell is going to be the next one? Like, who's next? Like,
What's next?
you know. So
Who fights next?
So it's really good. The other one I played was Thimbleweed Park, which is by the same folks that did like Monkey Island back in the day. Those types of things. This is a point and click adventure game, just like those. But with a modern twist. And by the way, all these folks, I'll just point out, Night School Studios did Oxenfree, What Remains of Edith Finch's Giant Sparrow, Annapurna. And then, Thimbleweed Park are the two programmers that did it. I sent them the reviews that we did, and they all tweeted back to us.
Oh, yeah.
And thanked us for the reviews, because they were all these games. Like I said, they all do fit into a sort of category, and they were all excellent. But Thimbleweed Park, point click adventure. It's one of those games where you can just like kind of tinker around. You know, they give you a big enough world. You can like point and click and check things out, do weird shit. I remember one of the most like the first thing that I did was like I ended up in like a bathroom at a convenience store, and then you can open up there's a roll of toilet paper. You can open up the options, and one of the options you can check is like toilet paper over or under. And depending on what you pick in the options menu determines how that toilet paper looks.
Incorrectly
and I was like,
hung.
this game is great. Like, this is one of those games that they put this shit in here to like. Someone had some extra time on their hands and they were being funny and like threw that shit in there, and it's like that's the kind of shit I like to find, those little Easter eggs and shit.
Yeah.
My opinion is if you do the under, they should just tell you go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
But it's one of those type of
Nobody-
games. So if
nobody
you're
uses
into that
underhand
type of
anymore.
humor,
You
and
should
you're-
be politely shown how to do it correctly.
It's great.
or that. I was going to say you're just not allowed to play the game anymore.
And then the Jackbox
Yeah.
Party Pack, we all played that, which was excellent.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Quite surprised on how well that worked out, and it's pretty much like a crowd pleaser type game. It was great. We had fun. I thought it was fun.
It was good that everybody was able to bring their own remote. For that game,
you
like,
come with it whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
right?
you're
it's
ready
great.
to play it.
That is brilliant. I think you're going to see a lot more party games popping up like
that's
that.
great.
Yeah,
And that's the
for
third
sure, yeah.
one. So I mean,
Yeah.
the first two are probably great too. I didn't get those, but yeah. Do we have a question for this week, Scott? You wanna
this
leave us
is
with,
great.
or?
This is great.
Oh?
I think this is a pretty good one here myself. Okay.
Okay.
Listen.
All right. All right.
So everybody remembers like VH1, like Where Are They Now type
okay.
shit.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Right. And everybody loves thinking about old nostalgic video games.
Yeah.
I want you to add those two together. I want you to write me a very short or however long you
Where are
want
they
it.
now?
Very intensive or very kind of a chillaxed, like, where are they now? Like,
For a video game character?
For a video game character. Like, who? Ninja Gaiden, he's like an old man.
Ryu Hayabusa, where are
Yes.
they? Where is he now?
Where are they now? Like, where's Qbert? Like, what has Qbert done in the last 20 years? He had
I
a
don't
job
know.
for a while.
I
Like, where
don't-
is
No,
he
Qbert.
now?
We know where Qbert is.
No,
He's-
you don't.
Yeah, I
You
do.
were-
He
listen.
No,
ends
you
up.
don't.
He ends up working with Wreck-It Ralph in the
Hey,
Wreck-It Ralph
guys,
game.
I don't
Turns
wanna
on
get-
all
I don't
the
wanna
lights.
get real crazy here, but you were talking about that Cincinnati Doomfist earlier, and if you're asking about where Qbert's at now, you might not want to hear the ending of that.
Oh.
Don't worry.
That's the Qbert Doomfist. That's the Qbert
It ain't good.
Doomfist.
It ain't good. It ain't good.
I mean,
Yeah. So
It gets real dark.
is Carmen Sandiego still running around the world?
if you can pick your
I think
own
she settled down. She
characters.
settled down in Seattle.
Oh,
She's got like 7
Well, that
kids
ends
now,
that.
I believe.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
She-
goodness.
She got busy.
Yeah.
Whoever found her
Born
got
in
her.
every port.
But yeah, give me those. You know, like it's Qbert. It's an awkward looking
That
child.
Cincinnati Doomfist
Big nose with a hat and
Bang, bang,
trench
bang.
coat.
gets him every time. I don't even know what that means, but you're going to tell me after the show.
We're gonna fill you in on the Cincinnati Doomfist.
Doomfist.
But yeah, let me know. Hit us up at namelessgamers@gmail.com. We got Facebook. Even Tony's grandma's on that shit.
Yeah.
We got
She
Twitter.
she has yet to accept my friend request. I'm just saying.
She's
Like,
thinking.
well,
she's thinking.
Sorry,
snot.
I'm not friends with her either yet.
Sounds like you're getting a little offended.
Dick, right?
I'm trying not to.
You know, we got Twitter for the
I got
younger
your back.
groups. It's I lagged out. You know, hit us up. Let us know. Give me some creative stories of where your stupid childhood video game favorite character is stuck in a trailer park now.
Awesome. That will just about do it for this episode of Nameless Gamers PDX Podcast. Thank you for listening. Shout out Pig Squad, Portland Indie Game Squad. Check them out, www.pigsquad.com. Support us at www.patreon.com/ilaggedOut. Follow us on Twitter at ilaggedOut, like Scott was mentioning earlier. We appreciate you telling your friends. Let them know. We have a show. Let them listen to it. Listen to it with them.
Spread that word.
You know, I don't know. Yeah. And thank you for reviewing and subscribing. Does anybody else have anything else they want to tack on to the end of this? The tail on this donkey? No? We all good?
I would say, yeah. Hey,
all
no,
right.
I got one, man. The latest Xbox One update fixed my issue to let me download the free 360 games. They finally got it figured out. I can I can install the free 360 games on my one without having to do it. Have to dust off the 360 and log on to that first. Yeah.
Cool.
Because it was a mess.
Sounds like maybe
they couldn't figure it out. They like two 45-minute calls
And
to
they
the
couldn't
Xbox Live fucking
Couldn't figure it out.
helpline, and they're like, no, shit's fucked up. I'm like, yeah,
Sweet.
it's not mine, it's yours. Anyway,
Cool. Well, anybody else got
It's
anything
fixed
else
now.
they want to throw out there? Are we all good?
Hmm?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yep. Check us out.
We love you.
www.namelessgamerspdx.com. And I hate this map. Hate it.
So now what you do with the bow tie is what you got to do with the Doomfist.